Hello, I'm Sean Hoddy and welcome to another edition of Community Lockdown Aikido Martial Arts. So we start with Ray and we do our exercises. So ich ni san shi go rock sit chach ni san shi go rock sit chach. Get the hips going. Ich ni san shi go rock sit chach ni san shi go rock sit chach. Stretch. Ich ni san shi go rock sit chach ni san shi go rock sit chach. Circles. Ich ni san shi go rock sit chach ni san shi go rock sit chach. To the side. Ich ni san shi go rock sit chach ni san shi go rock sit chach. Stretching the legs. Ich ni san shi go rock sit chach ni san shi go rock sit chach. Do our knees. Ich ni san shi go rock sit chach ni san shi rock sit chach. Waists. Ich ni san shi rock sit chach. And the other way. Ni san shi go rock sit chach. We've got those fingers. So we're moving everything, move the thumbs, and then grasp, so we're grasping. Shoulders, so backward and forward, backward, forward, and rotate the arms, make sure you're not hitting any lights. Forward and back again. Now we're going to stretch. Should we just stretch up 3 times? So stretch and push and down we go. And once again stretch and push and down and again stretch and push. Good. So right foot in front of left, toe in slightly with the right foot. Left heel goes down to the floor, or the mat if you're on a mat. And from here we just stretch forward. And you should feel that pulling your calf muscle, stretching your calf muscle and Achilles tendon. So then we change, go the other side. So nicely balanced. So the rear foot should be facing forward. And we just stretch. And from here we do hamstrings. So heel to the floor. From here, bend, keeping the front leg straight. And just if you can, reach for the ankles or sole of the foot. So we're just stretching, and that should be stretching this muscle here. So we stretch. And the other side. From here, we stretch. From here now we stretch our shoulders, so above the shoulder joint, above the elbow joint, and we stretch. And from here we push down the centre of our back, so the hand blade goes down the spine, and we push onto the elbow. Then we change the other side, so we push down, and then from here we stretch. At this point, we become nicely balanced. We look down, ich to the middle, ni, look up, san, shi, go, rock, sit, chach, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sit, chach, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sit, chach. So as with all Tomiki Aikido classes throughout the world and Shotokan Aikido classes, after we've done our exercises and our ukemi, which is break falls, so within a normal class you do the break falls as well, but we're not doing that because we're on a hard floor. Once we've done the ukemi, we then go into Suku. So in Suku is foot movements. So from here we start neutral, let's make sure I've got the room. So from here we start neutral and we move forward once with the left foot. So from here, ich, and we go back, ni, back again, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, back to neutral. So we move sideways and we move to the left first. So from here we go, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch. So what we've done on the left, we replicate exactly the same on the right. Then we move to each corner, imagine there's a cross there, we move to each corner of the cross. So I come slightly forward, give me room. So again, I'll start on the left side here. So it's ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch. So once again with that, if you can imagine, we're in the cross. So ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch. And back to neutral, so we're nicely balanced. Then we go into Tandoku Undo. So Tandoku Undo is hand and foot movements. And again, when we do these, we coordinate everything together. So from here, initial movement is from the left hand and it comes from above the head. We go forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch. Second movement. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch. Reverse move. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch. Another reverse. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hutch. So on those reverse movements, when we turn, we keep our centre line all the time, our centre, and then we're coming back. It's our centre line of our body. And with the last one, we're coming up the centre line, turning. Again, coming up the centre line, turning, going out to the corner then, so that's a big type of movement to the corner, big circular movement. And we finish in Tekatana, it's a hand sword. So now from here, we're just going to move backward and forward with Tekatana. So from here, we're just moving. So our partner's replicating exactly the same position as us. We're just moving backward and forward, sliding the feet as we move into Sugiashi. And we can vary the pace. We go left side, and again, so just vary the pace that you practice. Obviously in the dojo, you've got more room, you can move around the mat, so you can be moving around with your partner. Looks a bit strange all on my own doing it, but when you've got a partner, you're trying to coordinate the movements together. Okay, so over the past couple of weeks, past few weeks, we've been doing our Jo Kata. Last week, I put into place the second Jo Kata. So this week, I'm going to swap it around a little bit. I'm going to do the 21 count Jo Kata, but a slightly different version. So the version I initially done was the version that's been practiced by the TAA, and that's been shown by Bob de Zubler. We're now going to practice the JA version. So, as we know, Jo, which is a 4-foot staff, it could be used for thrusting, striking, blocking, whatever we need to do with it. Now obviously the full length Jo is a little bit long for my house, practice in my house, so we're going to practice with a cut down Jo. So this is 3 foot, this one. So if you can imagine, this comes up, ich, so we come up to there, ni, coming forward, striking, sun, back, shi, so I'm blocking, then I turn, go, turn over, rock, then from here, sich, then I'm coming up and I drop, hutch, so I drop, striking behind, then I'm coming up, ku, to here, ju, then I'm going forward, ju ich, ju ni, then I'm coming back, ju sun, ju shi, ju go, from here, so this is the difference now, so we're coming up, ju go, and we turn, ju rock, ju sich, ju hutch, ju ku, then the swing if I've got room, ni ju ich. So the difference is that left thrust. So we'll just show this again, so we go through very, very slowly so you can pick it up. So, normal thrust, so that's a ski thrust, and we're coming up to here, striking the temple, blocking back, turning, this is inside of thigh, so it's controlled. Then from here, I turn over, I thrust, and then from here I'm coming up and I'm changing my grip and I'm thrusting behind, and from here coming up, thrust, turn over, and we go 1, 2, then from here back again, then I'm in the opposite posture from here, thrust, turn over, ski, cut, cut, step up, sweep round and finish. So that is the other version of the 21 count Jo kata. So from now we're going to show the other kata that we've done. So from here, this we come up and we thrust, so that's ich, and we come up again and we come this side, ni, sun, then we cut straight down, shi, go to here, blocking, drop your weight, thrust under the chin, come from here, cut, block, so you're on the fingertips, and then from here you come back, so I don't want to come round, back into position. And so here we come up, 1, then from here, coming up and we're striking, 2, then from here, coming the other side, 3, then coming to centre on my lights, 4, blocking, dropping, striking under the chin, so smashing under the chin, cutting this side, blocking, sweeping and finishing.